Deadpool Batter Blood issue 2. How awesome is it? Let's talk about it. All right. Let's go through this using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. You know how it works. All right, we're going to get a score out of 10. Big fan of Rob Liefeld. Always have been since X-Force #1. Oh, man, this is so awesome. So awesome. I love the art. I don't care. I think he's a cool guy. I listened to the podcast from day one on the Facebook group, all that stuff. And Deadpool Batter Blood 1 was awesome. This is so weird because I love Deadpool when Rob Liefeld is doing it. When Rob Liefeld is not doing it or involved, I don't like Deadpool. I love the movies, mostly because Ryan Reynolds is great. Character of Deadpool to me is so interconnected with Rob Liefeld that it's got to be the art, especially the way he writes at the end. I absolutely love this picture. Man, I'm just dying over this. I don't know. I've tried every other iteration of Deadpool. Anytime a new series comes out, I always buy the first couple, 2 or 3, sometimes 4. It just loses me. I'm not sure why. I love Cable. I actually like Cable better than Deadpool. Cable's one of my favorite characters. Deadpool to me is like, okay. Cable, I can take him in other iterations. I've liked some other series that Rob is not involved with. But Deadpool, even like, Shatterstar, those kind of guys, Gideon, Garrison Kane, who I really like a lot, they're too connected with Rob that I feel like anyone else doing them, it just doesn't work for me. But when Rob does it, it super works. The storyline of this, I'm giving it a 2 out of 2. That's going to seem high, but the thing is that, remember, I'm talking about these comics against themselves and your expectations of them. When you buy this comic book by Rob Liefeld with Deadpool, you have a level of expectation. How well does that level of expectation get met? That's how I review this. Okay, yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. So the story is Thumper, who's an old high school friend of Wade's. He's been turned into this like machine kind of like assassin robot thing. His name is Thumper, and Deadpool's trying to help his friend stop the bad guys. Wolverine and Cable are involved. Now he's in that Mojo verse thing where Shatterstar's from. We got introduced to Shatterstorm, which we're going to talk about. And he's fighting, on TV and that kind of a thing, right? So the story, again, like this isn't like Watchmen. I'm not comparing this to Watchmen or V for Vendetta or something. I'm comparing it to what you want out of it based on what you know. So it delivers exactly what I want, and I love it. Pacing is 2 out of 2. That's always going to be 2 out of 2 for sure, because the pacing is just awesome. It's always battle. It's always fighting. It's just like, right away, Deadpool's fighting Shatterstorm. Then right away, he's fighting Killville, who's like this other machine thing. Then it's in his mind, and it's always a call to action. Deadpool is an action-oriented character. Every comic needs to be action-packed, and we get that. And the pacing's phenomenal, 2 out of 2. Before I continue, I just want to say thank you to my patrons. I'm so happy for your guys' support. I appreciate it more than you know. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, you're seeing it at least a week late, because I do my movie reviews and my comic book reviews at least 1 week early, sometimes a bit more, at least a week early on the page, on my Patreon page. So that's patreon.com/jman77. The link is in the description if you so feel like it. Support me. If not, that's cool. YouTube will get my videos eventually, and live streams I still do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so you're not going to miss out on those if you're not a Patreon. But if you are, it does help. It helps the channel, which is me. I am the channel. It helps me out a lot, and I do get those reviews out early for you guys. Okay. Artistry is 2 out of 2. Come on, it's Rob Liefeld. There's a great thing here where he makes fun of feet. There it is. He's like just feet, and he's got the he's kicking it right there with the foot. He can draw feet just fine. His feet look fine here. I love the layout of this. Manga is a big influence, and I can tell. I love manga as well. And I just think it's just dynamic. when you get a Rob Liefeld book, it's unlike anything else that's out there. In my opinion, I know some people aren't fans. That's totally fine. If you're not a fan, I'm not against that. I'm not angry at the people who are not fans of Rob Liefeld, so I expect that the people who are not fans should not be angry at me for being a fan. Everyone can be a fan of whatever they choose to be. Rob has been in the business a long time. This isn't a defending Rob video, but he's been in the business forever, since he was young, and he's always just made comic books. He hasn't tried, he doesn't try to do other things. I mean, I know he does podcasts and there's been movies made and stuff, but it's not like he's using comics in order to get ahead in, you know, some other kind of industry. He loves comic books first and foremost. Okay. Characters, 2 out of 2. Enjoyment, 2 out of 2. I'm giving this 10 out of 10 because I loved it. Characters. I mean, obviously Deadpool's the best when Rob Liefeld draws him and writes him. Done. Easy. Shatterstorm's pretty cool. I like how he calls her out on her crap. She's like, and people are saying, well, she's just a copy of Shatterstar. Yeah, but like there's other warriors of his kind, right? Like is She-Hulk a copy? Is Supergirl a copy? Sure, She-Hulk is a copy, Supergirl is a copy, Batgirl is a copy. But that's okay. I love Supergirl. I love Batgirl. So I don't see, I like She-Hulk actually, not the show, but I like the character She-Hulk. So I don't see why that's a negative. It doesn't make sense to me. We get a new character at the end, which I won't show you in case it's a spoiler. We got Venom Pool shows up. That's pretty awesome. Look at the art here, man. This is crazy. Anyway, I love all the characters here. There's a mystery character who's controlling things, so we'll learn about that character later. But man, I love this book. Yes, it is a bit of a biased review, and I apologize for that, but I am a human being, and I do really like Rob Liefeld, so if you're a regular reader, you might give this like an 8 out of 10 or something. If you really don't like Rob Liefeld's art, that's going to take away a lot of points on my scale, right? So if you don't like the art and you think the story is just simple, if it's too simple for you, don't like the art, you might be giving this like a 6 or 7. But honestly, guys, come on. You're paying your money to get a Rob Liefeld book, and you're getting one in spades. I love this comic. Let me know what your thoughts are on Deadpool Bad or Blood, and we're going to go from there. But yeah, I cannot wait for issue 3 already. So that's it. Until next time.